alerting management what's going on. We can basically keep track of what phase we're in. We can run reports. When we bring in reports, we may elect to bring in certain risks, those that are not closed out in our status reports. So it does very well for the generation of status information. And it gives us that, and I suspect in a minute here it'll bring our status report up that we're looking for. Okay, I guess I didn't open that. Here it is. Okay, and so here's our report, and it gives you a view of who's the project manager. This is the accounting number. These are the milestones. This is the baseline completion, the forecast completion. These are the risks and issues. And here's our budget information. So it brings it all in into a very convenient, easy-to-use status report. And so I had it open, and I didn't realize I had already opened it. We have reports. We have a number of items very useful for the project manager. For the program manager or the program admin who's managing all these either functional projects or programs, there's also a series of special reports available to those people, such as slippage reports, milestone maps, Q-gate reports, action items, that project manager transcript I showed you, checking off competencies. You can create new projects. You can manage users. You can also status your overall program status or functional status here and produce reports. So all of these are useful options that are available for the program manager. Again, keep in mind when I say the program manager, that can be a functional manager that's managing a collection of functional projects, or it can, for instance, be like a project manager of a large-scale, for instance, ERP project where you have various tracks of work, each track having its own milestone, and what you're doing is you have different managers. Now, I'm putting myself here in all of these, of course, because this is a sample, and I don't want to use real names and real companies. I can't do that, but hopefully that gives you, the picture. Now, for the contract admin, it has a number of, that's the person that manages across really the enterprise or the whole portfolio, or managers that need access to all of the projects. You can assign mentors, you get the slippage reports, you get the project manager report, and one of the most useful reports is the one I showed you from before, is this request report, because it really captures all the critical information that you may need from all of these projects, regardless if they're just started as requests, but they've matured all the way from planning through execution, through closeout, whatever. It catches all that information. And then you can export this into Excel, into tools such as MS Project or visualization tools. It becomes very, very helpful. And, just using Excel, for instance, can be quite powerful as well. So, and it also has a business one for costs as well. Just a couple more functions I'll show you, and I think you kind of get the idea. And for instance, when you are acting as a project manager, a couple of things that happen here is under More, you can show the slip charts. Right, we can just take these. I think as we had shown on one of the slides, and just show you very easily how easy it is to generate these types of things. And a few more little features that are very, very helpful. We have a resource center that allows you to go in and, for instance, access the call cards. It allows you to store documents. You have that capability. You can put workflow into the system, so you get notifications when projects are behind plan or however you want to configure it. The other things that are here is an action item register, so you can have action items or if you have issues or anything that needs follow-up and closure, you can keep track of those and you can print those out. It handles that. So it's also some simplified status reports to roll things up in a visual manner. It shows that. So, and one of the keys here too is the ability to just really quickly show cross-functional status or overall, like going to right here and being able to say this is where we are to management across all these projects. That's very helpful. So that's hopefully you get an idea of how the tool works, and we'll kind of start wrapping up our presentation here. And one of the things you might ask is, Primms the right approach for your organization? Is it right for you? And you might want to consider starting with hands-on training sessions. And what we would want to provide are focused 2-hour workshops starting the week of November 14th. We would start with those perhaps, or you might want to go with cohort coaching extended over several weeks where we would work with you to actually get the tool up and running for your environment and coach you, get you going for like 3 months where you could evaluate it and see if this was going to work in your environment. Or you can just basically say we want to use the tool, and then you would pay typically an annual fee based on the number of projects that you would be using. So we tend to do it by the more projects you use, the more you would pay. It's by usage type of basis. What we will be doing is posting the training schedule and registration for upcoming events on our page on www.myprimms.com. Also, we will be making this video available on myprimms.com. Just give us a couple of days, and we'll put a link there for it. Now, feel free to reach out to me, John Aaron, john.aaron@milestoneplanning.net. You can reach me at 708-599-8595, or just go to the Primms site, www.myprimms.com, and use the options where the Contact Us tab, and you can reach us that way. So overall, thank you very much for attending, and be sure to complete the survey that we send out to you. We value your feedback. So thank you, and goodbye.